Hello everybody, it's Ezra time again. Welcome back to another reaction video. And today I'm gonna be reacting to the Matrix Revolution pitch meeting by once again Ryan George. I think he uploaded this video like yesterday, I think. So I did a pitch meeting reaction to the Matrix 1 and then the Matrix Reloaded. I'm sorry, Reloaded. And I was curious that when Ryan George is gonna upload a Matrix Revolution pitch meeting because well, I don't really like Revolution to be honest. Like I think the sequel kind of ruined the first movie, the first Matrix, and I think everybody can agree on that. Even though I agree that some of the action might be better in the sequel overall, but the story and the movie as an overall, it just doesn't have the same feeling as the first movie. If you know what I mean. I think everybody can agree on that, and especially Matrix 4 is supposedly coming next year. I don't think it's gonna come in next year because I think the filming was kind of like delayed or shut down because of the virus. So, but Matrix 4 is coming, so I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know what the title was. Some people say jokingly that the title was gonna be like the Matrix rebooted or resurrected or something like that. I don't know, but kind of excited for Matrix 4, but at the same time, it kind of like unnecessary. So I don't know. So without further ado, let's get into the pitch meeting, shall we? I'm kind of curious to see what Ryan has to say about this movie, like what kind of like nitpicking he has to say about this movie, because this movie is not that good.
So you have a third Matrix movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. Very exciting. Extremely exciting, sir. So we're going to start this one off with Neo quietly waiting at a train station for quite some time. What? Yeah, he's at a train station, kind of like a limbo of the mind. He's having a nice conversation with a little girl and her parents. Okay. And then something exciting happens? Well, he's going to be there for like the first 25 minutes of runtime for sure. Okay. And what's the conversation about? Oh, well, it turns out that the little girl is a program, and so are her parents. So programs can have kids now? Apparently so, and they made a deal with the French dude from the last movie to bring the little girl into the Matrix. Okay, so is there gonna be some action in this thing? I would just love to see some action. Oh yeah, there will be some action for sure. Okay, good. Kinda sprinkled in between all the talking. Oh my god, there's gonna be just so much talking, sir. Just so much talking. You can't even imagine. Well, I mean, if it's well-written dialogue. Oh, you know it, sir. Neo's gonna have some awesome lines like, why? And also, what? Oh, you know what? That is pretty freaking good. Thanks, I know.
Yeah,
so anyway, Trinity and Morpheus want to get Neo out of this train station, so they go see the French dude. And how does that go? Oh, well, it's pretty tough. Along the way, they have a less exciting version of the lobby fight from the first movie. Okay. And then they go into this guy's nightclub, and he's like, tell you what, if you give me the eyes of the Oracle, I'll let Neo go. Oh, that's a big dilemma. Are they going to turn their back on the Oracle to save Neo? That's going to make for some really interesting choices. Yeah, you'd think so, but Trinity's going to point her gun at his head and be like, yeah, we're not doing that. Oh, okay. So they finally go get Neo, and then they have to deal with the impending attack on Zion. Wow, so what does Neo do? Well, he takes off, he leaves. Oh, he does? Yeah, he's like, I feel like I need to go to the Machine City, so he takes off, and Trinity goes with him. Okay, yeah, sure, you do you, Neo. But then it turns out that Bane is on their ship. Oh, from Batman? No, that guy from the last movie, you know, Agent Smith infected his mind in the real world. Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, I forgot about that. Yeah, everybody did. Kind of wish it was the Batman villain. Sorry. So wait, how did Smith manage to take control of somebody in the real world again? Don't worry about it, sir. So anyway, Bane and Neo fight, and Neo ends up going blind. Oh, man. Yeah, but now he has, like, fire machine vision of the real world. Oh, well, okay, yeah, I mean, sure. Yeah, not gonna affect things too much, to be honest, but it's gonna look cool. Well, you know, great. Anyway, so then there's this massive battle in Zion, right? Yeah. Like, thousands of Sentinels show up. Okay, are there any characters in Zion that we actually care about? Oh, well, Morpheus. Oh, Morpheus. Yeah, Morpheus. He's on his way. Oh, he's not actually there. No, he's on a ship that has this big EMP they need to set off, so he's on his way as fast as possible. Well, Morpheus is one of the few characters people connected with, so it'll be cool to see him pilot a ship, I guess. Oh, no, he's like a co-pilot? Oh, he is. Yeah, Niobe is piloting. So what's Morpheus doing? Well, he sits next to her and keeps telling her that she's doing just, you know, a great job. So there's a massive battle in Zion, just entirely filled with characters we don't really know or care about.
Yeah,
that's right,
pretty
sir.
much.
It's gonna go on for like 30 minutes. So how are these characters fighting against the Sentinels?
Boring,
Do they have some cool weapons? Oh, you know it, sir. They have these big mech suits with these big old guns. And they control control these things remotely? No, they strap a dude right into it and leave him fully exposed to damage. Oh, they do? They sure do,
Yeah.
sir. And also when they need to reload, a kid has to roll a cart through a war zone to get to them. Wow, it feels like they didn't think those weapons through at all. Would have been a lot more practical to have, like, EMPs everywhere. Yep, probably. But
Yep.
this way we get to have a big old action scene. That's a good point, but it's going to be tough for them to survive for even like a minute if there are thousands of Sentinels in Zion. Actually, it's going to be super easy. It's barely
Barely
an inconvenience.
inconvenience.
Oh, really? Yeah, see, instead of spreading out and covering more ground, the Sentinels kind of attack in a line, you know, so it's easier to shoot them. What? Why would they attack like that? I don't know. Fair enough. So both the humans and Sentinels are fighting in just the most impractical ways. That's right, and that's how we're able to extend this
pretty
battle
much.
to be like 30 minutes. Wow, 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 wow. So anyway, later we catch up with Neo and Trinity, and they're flying to the Machine City. Oh, and how does that go? Well, on the way, we're gonna see some like yellow Sentinel energy waves fly right through Neo. Oh my god, and what's that gonna do? Unclear. But like, what's the payoff? None. Oh, okay. So then to avoid the Sentinels, they fly above the clouds, and Trinity sees the sun for the very first time. Wait, so if the sun is accessible, how come the machines are using humans as batteries? You know, they could have just built some tall towers, used solar power. Well, sir, originally in the first movie, the machines were supposed to use the humans as a neural network, not batteries. Oh, yeah, that makes a ton more
Well-
sense. How come we didn't do that? What happened there? You asked me to change it
Oh,
to
yeah,
batteries. Oh, yeah,
yeah,
I
sure,
did do
buddy.
that, didn't I? Whoops. Whoopsie. So anyway, what
Whoopsie,
happens
buddy.
next? Well, they fly back down and crash land the ship, and Trinity dies. Oh, she does? She does, sir, but not before talking for like 5 minutes about love. Feels a little long. Oh, it will feel long, yeah, for sure. So what
Yeah.
does Neo do now? Well, he strikes a deal
not
with the
kinda weird,
machines that
though.
if they stop attacking Zion, he'll go take care of Smith in the Matrix. That's not something that the machines that control everything can handle themselves? Apparently not. I mean, they've rebooted the Matrix like 5 times. Why not give that a go again? Unclear. So Neo goes into the Matrix, and it's just full of Agent Smiths. Now, we already had Neo fight a bunch of Agent Smiths in the last movie, so how are we going to up the excitement this time around? By having him fight one Agent Smith. Oh, that sounds significantly less exciting. But it's raining now. Oh my god, it's raining? Okay, I didn't realize that. Okay, that's going to be awesome. It sure
I mean,
is,
it's a cool
sir. And now
scene,
Agent
though,
Smith can
but
fly,
yeah.
so instead of the choreographed kung fu fight, it's a whole lot of air punching. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. And so eventually Neo lets Smith take over his body and they all blow up. Very cool. Yeah, and so then Zion is free and that little girl from the train station, she makes like a rainbow colored sunrise. Oh, rainbows are tight. Does she make a leprechaun too? Does she make it? No, she doesn't. So what do you think? Well, I think it's definitely a movie. It is, sir. Although I'll be honest, it was very difficult to come up with anything worthwhile to write after, you know, how good the first movie was as a standalone thing. Yeah, I bet. Pretty exhausting, to be honest, and I'm kind of scared that people aren't going to like it very much. Legitimate fear to have, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Anyway, we should do this
Yeah.
again sometime. What?
Yeah, Matrix 4 officially happening.
Hey guys, it's Ryan here. Hope you enjoyed that pitch meeting. We have a ton of these on the channel that you can check out. You could also leave me a comment down below letting me know what other movies you'd like to see pitches for. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share on Facebook and Twitter, spread it around. And as always, check back soon for a new pitch. Bye-bye.
So that was the Matrix Revolution pitch meeting, guys. Yeah, like I said, I didn't really like the Revolution, to be honest. Even though it does have some moments, and and I will say this: the best character in the, in Revolution is Agent Smith. Seriously, because Agent Smith is probably the best character in the Matrix, to be honest. Like, it's the most like interesting one to me, at least. And in the Matrix Revolution, like, even though people don't really like it, but people can agree that Agent Smith is cool. Like Hugo Weaving is just so good at portraying, Agent Smith. And the final fight in Revolution was, I don't know, the scenery was cool. Like, it was raining, obviously raining. They're all wearing sunglasses, obviously. And then the fight scene, pretty much just like Superman fight scene or something like that, or Dragon Ball fight scene or something like that. But I still enjoyed it. I think the last fight was pretty much worth it, and I think some people might agree on that. Like, okay, Revolution is not that good, but the fight in the end between Neo and Agent Smith was pretty cool, and I agree, it was pretty cool. But I just kind of wish that the movie is about, Agent Smith against Neo. Like they like the main focus on the movie, but they didn't, to be honest. They really didn't. Even though in the end, yes, there will be a fight scene, and yes, the Oracle tells something that Smith and Neo, they're not so different. They have a connection, obviously. We kind of find out in Reloaded. But to be honest, the fight scene between Zion and the Sentinel, the machine, the Sentinel, it was pretty boring to be honest. When I watched it, I was like, oh my god, this went forever, isn't it? Like I'm supposed to feel excited for the people of Zion, but again, like Ryan pointing out here, or the producer of the of the movie, quote unquote producer, he pointing that out that there is no actually a character that actually relatable to the audience. So that's why it felt boring to be honest. If Neo or Trinity was there to fight the Sentinel, then I probably could still care about it. Of course we got Morpheus, but Morpheus didn't do a lot. He just a co-pilot this time, and it kind of pissed me off because Morpheus in the first movie, in the first Matrix, was such a cool character. The second one was he's still pretty cool. You know what I mean? But man, in the third one, in Revolution, he's just so bad. He didn't actually do anything. I know this is a real world that we're talking about, but I don't know. He sucked in the third movie. Again, I'm not blaming Lawrence Fishburne because Lawrence Fishburne performance as Morpheus was pretty cool. It was a really good performance. But my problem is that why turning Morpheus into a character that can do anything in the real world? Which is kind of weird because in the Matrix, it seems like a pretty big character. Now in this one, you feel like whatever. You know what I mean? And the fact there is no a relatable character in the battle, between Zion and the Sentinel, it become boring. I didn't really care too much about the characters, to be honest. And again, Zion is not that interesting, to be honest. I was more interested on the Matrix, like the lore about the Matrix, instead of just a battle between Zion and the machine. I know that's the main point technically, but I don't know. It was less interesting, and I think everybody can agree on that. The Matrix is far more, interesting and far more. I don't know. It full of action, obviously. So it was really entertaining to be in the Matrix, instead of being in the real world. In Zion, because I don't know. It's kind of weird. Zion is pretty weird, to be honest, especially the way they show Zion in Reloaded. Like I was like, I don't really care about Zion, to be honest. I really don't. Um, and the first movie, it could just work as a standalone movie, but then again, if you actually make a successful movie, you gotta make a sequel. That's the way it is right now. That's the way Hollywood works. Even back then. Um, but yeah, there was the Matrix Evolution pitch meeting, guys. If you guys want to watch the original video, I will leave a link in the description below, as always. And make sure you guys check Screen Rant channel, subscribe to them. Make sure you guys check Ryan George channel, subscribe to him. Show him some support because this guy's been entertaining, being creative with this pitch meeting, and in his channel, in his personal channel, he actually creates some sort of like a comedy sketch or whatever with himself. And I did a reaction back then, so make sure you guys check that video out. Um, but yeah, and then there is the Matrix 4. I don't know how I feel about Matrix 4. Some people said it was kind of unnecessary, but at the same time, I kind of curious. It might be woke. You know what I mean? It might be kind of screwing up the previous movie. I mean, to be honest, Reloaded and Revolution, it already kind of screw up the first movie anyway. So the Matrix 4, I don't know. I don't know. It might destroy the franchise entirely. We'll see what happens. But Keanu Reeves is returning as Neo, which is pretty exciting, and then Annie Carrie Coon Moss. Sorry, I kind of forget her name, but yeah, the actress returned as Trinity. I don't actually heard a word about Lawrence Fishburne return as Morpheus, which is pretty sad. And Hugo Weaving, who portray Agent Smith. I heard that Hugo Weaving can exactly appear in Matrix 4 because there is a scheduling conflict. And I think Hugo might not want to appear as Agent Smith in Matrix 4. I don't know how true that was, but then again, we'll see. Maybe with the pandemic going on, maybe the filming kind of got delayed. Maybe the schedule is gonna change, and maybe Hugo Weaving will appear as Agent Smith in Matrix 4. I don't know. I still wish that Lawrence Fishburne and Hugo Weaving return to portray their own, characters, Morpheus and Agent Smith, because I don't know. If I feel like if you take them out, it just become less interesting. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about Matrix 4. We just have to wait and see. It might destroy the franchise even further, or it might be better than these two sequel. These two back-to-back sequel. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But that was it for today's video, guys. And if you guys enjoy my reaction video, please leave a like, comment, maybe subscribe to this channel. Maybe share this video with your friends or family, the usual. And if you decided to subscribe to my channel, don't forget to ring the notification bell so you guys can get notified when I upload a video. And thank you for everybody who've been subscribed to this channel. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. And yeah, and I think I will see you guys in the next video then. Bye.